Greetings from hot and humid Florida. It's funny because I actually woke up about 2 o'clock this morning and was at the computer at 3 and thinking I was going to do the video at 3:33. Then as the time approached, I thought, I'm going to go back and lay down a little bit longer, which I did. And I've been awake and asleep and awake and asleep for the past couple of hours till I got up again the second time. Anyway, I've decided, and that was one of the reasons that I went back to bed, because I couldn't decide exactly what I was going to talk about at 3 o'clock in the morning or 3:30, and I needed to go back and get some clarity by sleeping on it a little bit more. And I decided what I'm going to talk about is James Rink epic work that took him 3 years, Changes on the Horizon. And it's an epic story of how the world lost its soul and is going to gain it back again. As I said, it took him 3 years to do it. Someone sent me the videos. It's approximately 3 hours long. There's 3 videos, and each is approximately 1 hour in length. And I watched one of them the night before last, and one yesterday morning, and one yesterday afternoon, and was quite pleased with what I was looking at, insofar as the historic perspective of what has happened in our world, how we got to be where we are now, and the vision of where we're going. Part 1 is the dawn of the Golden Age, and Mr. Rink discusses how Saint Germain helped bring about the beginnings of an enlightened era which soon fell into darkness under the helms of the Illuminati and a corrupted Masonic order. Part 2 is the American Federal Empire. He said that America was always meant to be a shining beacon of freedom and prosperity to the world, but the machinations of the British bankers and the Rothschilds soon destroyed all that was once good in this great land. And Part 3, the Farmer Claim Program, discusses how a class action lawsuit brought about in the early 1990s led to the creation of NESARA, the National Economic Security and Reformation Act, which will ultimately tear apart the New World Order and the bankers' plans right out from under their feet. I highly recommend these 3 videos, and I will put the links in this YouTube description and on Facebook, so that I might have to do it in 3 of them on Facebook. I'm not sure how, but I'll try to put all 3 of them, but even if I only end up putting 1, you can link to the other 2 from the first one. And because it is a 3-hour period, you might want to do it the way that I did it, in 3 separate segments of time. But it gives a tremendous overview on how the world got to be where it is now. And yes, banking has played a central role. Saint Germain, and it covered that, actually taught the bankers how to do the fractional reserve banking and how to create tremendous wealth. He was a man himself of tremendous wealth, and the legend of Saint Germain is a fascinating legend. Why would an enlightened master give them that ability to do fractional reserve banking? Well, simply because he wanted to create, he was a visionary looking forward to our day and age when there would need to be a tremendous amount of wealth that would turn the world around. Money was used to destroy the world, in a sense, and it will be used to liberate it and put it back on its path. And ultimately, my belief is that within a couple of generations of global prosperity, it will be decided that we no longer need money as a means of exchange. Although I'm not sure exactly how that will work, there will be, as I have felt for some time now, there will be a time of tremendous prosperity where the wealth of the world will not be controlled by a few families and a few people that want to control everything and dominate. It will no longer be the domination empire of a new world order that wants to be the 1984 image of a combat boot stamping on the human face forever and ever. Quite the contrary. It will be a time of spiritual rebirth and awakening, the ninth wave. It will be a time of renaissance when science and mysticism merge, spirituality merging with science to become a new enlightenment, a new awareness of the interconnectedness of all life, not based on superstition, but based on scientific reality and the fact of metaphysical underpinnings that have always played a tremendous role in the development of the world itself as we've lived in it. Again, I recommend these. I'm not going to talk long today. I just don't feel the need to. But I do recommend these, and I may be talking more in future days about some of the things that are discussed, especially where we are in the NESARA element. And right now I do see, and there are indicators of based on things that I look at, that are saying, yes, the New World Order plans of the Illuminati, of the elite, is not going to work, and it is showing signs of cracking under pressure, and it will turn everything around. So that's where I am this morning. A little bit of confusion that I'm feeling, and I own that, not in relation to what I'm talking about, but in relation to something else that happened yesterday that I'm not talking about. Of course, it's related to the appeal at the courts and stuff like that, which I don't even want to get into it right now. But anyway, keep me in your thoughts and prayers in that regard. Just know that I'm looking for wisdom to respond to that which I received yesterday from, again, the bank's lawyer. Anyway, that's what I'm going to leave you with this morning. It's a short video, about half the length that I normally do, which is fine. Namaste. Be well today. And thank you for listening. Blessings to you.